What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at another beer from probably my favorite brewery in the state of Illinois. I'm just going to come out and say it right now. And they did something really cool with this one. You've seen me do beers from this brewery before that have been wrestling themed. I know I did one called the Pedigree, which was like their homage to Triple H, had a wrestling belt in there. Well, this one does something similar to that, but kind of is a little bit of a play on words a little bit, and I'll let you know why. So this is called the full double IPA, and the reason why they use the word full, it's because it's a singular hop brewed beer with Nelson Sauvin hops. So given the full Nelson kind of thing, so making that wrestling theme in there. I've never had, and I don't think I've had an IPA that strictly was Nelson Sauvin when it comes to a singular hop. I know that one brings off very, very unique flavors. It's New Zealand based. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go in an IPA. I know Nelson Sauvin brings off like flavors of like what you really want to know about this kind of hops when it comes to what kind of flavors it gives off. It's known for bringing off like different kind of green fruits along with maybe some sweeter, fruitier flavors. But there's definitely a nice hoppy bite to this kind of one as well. So I'm pretty damn excited. So maybe hints of like grape, maybe more like champagne-y, grapey flavors, maybe some notes of pear. I'm trying to think of other green fruits, maybe gooseberries are in there as well. So I don't think I've ever had a gooseberry, so I don't know if I can really distinguish what that will taste like, but knowing that this kind of hops brings off like natural green fruit flavors, maybe like a green apple, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit, I don't think it might bring off that, but yeah, I'm excited for this one. I love the can art already, and when it comes to Moore Brewing Company, they make some of my favorite IPAs within the state, to be honest. If you're coming to the state of Illinois, Moore Brewing Company is probably on the top of my list of breweries you need to check out. So this one comes in at a 8.2% ABV. So it's double dry hopped and it's double IPA. So expect seeing that it's an 8.2. This is definitely wouldn't be sessionable in my opinion, but I just want to drink this one. I'm really excited. I know from what my dad told me, this thing has a hoppy bite to where it feels like you're putting to a full Nelson when you're drinking it. So I'm pretty damn excited. So let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about. Let's see what we get on the smell. Oh yeah, definitely getting... There's definitely like a skunky funk to this. So I'm thinking there's going to be a good like a hoppy bite, maybe like a dankiness to it as well. And it kind of sucks knowing that my sinuses are kind of clogged right now, so the smell is kind of going to be the interesting thing about this when it comes to smell. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of flavors of like stone fruit in this one, Kentucky, but it's like I could definitely get like a skunky dankiness off this from maybe like a passion fruit kind of note in there. But I'm excited. So without further ado, let's pour this guy. Gonna be drinking out of my Heart of the North little glass this afternoon. Just love the logo for this brewery. But let's pour this thing and see what we're looking at. Expecting a nice haziness to it. When it comes to color of the haze, we'll find out in a second. Definitely nice, a nice white pillowy head to it. Yeah, this looks absolutely delicious. Definitely has that more lighter haze than some of the stuff. It's definitely not in that kind of like yellow, like orangish kind of colors. It's definitely more yellow and like kind of like a really pulpy orange juice kind of color. Really, really soft white head on the top. Not really seeing much lacing because the head's there, but we'll find out in a sec. But yeah, still getting a lot of those like Kentucky described, that kind of stone fruit skin, like skin of the fruit kind of dankiness, kind of like a fermented dankiness from it. Still getting a really strong hoppy bite. Getting notes, maybe like pear or grapey kind of notes, but without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So, cheers everybody. Happy Saturday. Oh yeah. This thing is just... There's a reason why I feel like they made the whole full Nelson reference, because this thing's so damn hoppy and so like dank and having so many flavors that just smack you in the face. It feels like you're putting to a full Nelson. It just, they do not back off on the flavors hitting you at all. Right when you get it on your palate, you're getting that kind of dank stone fruit skin that Kentucky described in your face. Really, really like kind of skunky, piney kind of notes in there as well. A little bit of like grape undertones. Grape, maybe a little bit of gooseberry. There's definitely something in there that's making it very unique. I know Nelson Sauvon's a kind of hop that brings off some pretty interesting flavors when it comes to adding in an IPAs. I've never seen one before where it's just singularly Nelson Sauvon. So having this be my first experience with just this hops alone, it's pretty nice. I like it. Really, really pillowy soft. Not really any oily mouthfeel, or it's definitely more of like a juicier kind of mouthfeel. There definitely is that kind of really more predominant bitterness in this. I'm not sure if it actually... Let's see if Untappd shows its IBU rating. It doesn't really show the IBU rating on this, but I have a feeling that maybe their IBU rating, this would be pretty high, in my opinion, just because there's that natural, really hoppy bitterness to it. But overall, yeah, it's delicious. Moore just knows how to make really, really solid IPAs when it comes to things I've had from them. All their IPAs have really unique flavor profiles. Definitely know what they're doing when it comes to the hoppier side of beers. So let's look at it on Untappd here and see what is going on. So like I said, 8.2% ABV. So yeah, something that I don't think this is sessionable. This is definitely, with it being an Imperial / Double New England IPA, is definitely something that you want to have. Maybe if you want to have two, don't plan on driving. That's what I'm going to say. If you're going to have more than one of these, make sure you have an Uber ready or somebody else taking the wheel for you, because you don't want to be driving after a few of these, because this will catch up on you pretty quick. So, like I said, Untappd's description on this is pretty simple. It's a double dry hopped, double IPA exclusively hopped with Nelson Sauvon hops. And with over 352 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.04 out of 5, which is pretty damn good. And before we go to and see what people are saying about this one, let's see what they show as similar beers on here. Of course, looking at the different verified locations, a lot of these are in like the Illinois area. I know more distributes out of Illinois, like going up to Wisconsin. I've seen little spots to where they're going over to like Minnesota and all that. Plus, if I remember, More is on Tavour as well, which is a beer delivery / beer subscription service that you can get stuff from all around the country. So, looking at similar beers, what they suggest to kind of be in the same kind of realm as this, 4 out of 5 of them are More beers. So, you got the Mosey, you got the Morever, Pillow Talkin', To the Trees, and then you got the Deadhead IPA series from Distill. So, if you can get your hands on More, you maybe want to try something similar to this without giving this one a shot. You have 4 beers on the similar beers list right here that could be a good suggestion for you. But I looked at their website today, and the full double IPA is available at both locations, the Huntley and Villa Park location, for can pickup. So if you're in the area, you can go over there and get a 4-pack to go of this. This is definitely something that I would suggest getting, just because it's a very unique kind of take on an IPA. You don't really see a singular Nelson Sauvon IPA that often, in my opinion at least. I don't see it that often. But them taking the risk and kind of doing something a little bit different to kind of use that play on words when it comes to calling it the full, and then using Nelson Sauvon hops to create that full Nelson name. Yeah, I think they absolutely nailed this one. This is definitely some of them, like one of the most unique ones I've had from this brewery. And they did a fantastic job with it. So, looking at back to Untappd here, seeing what people put for ratings, because I'm curious what other people's thoughts for. Before we look at the global list, let's see what on my friends list see, because it looks like my dad was the only one that checked this in, and his description is pretty accurate when he gave it a 4 out of 5 on Untappd, purchased it at the Moore Brewing Company Villa Park location. He said this is like a full Nelson smacked in the face of hops, which I definitely agree. This is literally like the hops is coming up behind you and putting you in a full Nelson, just shaking you around a little bit. That's how much like of a hoppy slap in the face this is. But it's absolutely delicious. So we got somebody here who purchased it at the Huntley location, gave it a 4 out of 5. Somebody didn't give it a rating, but they said a great hazy, which is good. This person gave it a 4.25 out of 5. Another 4 out of 5. Purchased at Hops, Grain, and Vine. I wonder what that is. It's a liquor store in Georgia, maybe? I don't know what the abbreviation. I think GA is Georgia. I could be wrong, though. So if you can get this down in Georgia, that's pretty cool. So this guy gave it a 4.25 out of 5. Purchase at the Villa Park location. Another 4 out of 5. This guy gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Another 4. 4.25. Let's see, we got a 4 out of 5. Purchased it in Atlanta. It's Hop City Craft Beer and Wine in Atlanta. So I'm seeing a couple locations down in Georgia. So this is probably available in Georgia as well. So that's really cool. Let's see, we got another 3.75. Another 4 out of 5. Let's see. 4 out of 5. Somebody gave it a 4.75 out of 5, saying so smooth and good. I think it's really good. I don't know if I've given almost a perfect rating, but we're going to get pretty damn close with this one. That's what I think. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on our end here. Let's pour the rest of this in. But let's see, now that I have the head gone down a little bit, let's see if there's a decent amount of lacing. Yeah, there's a decent amount of lacing sticking to the side, which is good. It's a sign of a clean glass, along with a sign of just really nice brewed beer. So, let's look at can art. Yeah, I'm automatically going to give this a really high rating just because it kind of brought out my fandom in wrestling a little bit, since you see the wrestling ring, see the kind of the thing in the center, like kind of like how you would go to a stadium and watch it. I don't know what those are called. Like the I don't think it's a teleprompter, but you kind of get what I mean. It's the big screen on the top of like an old school wrestling thing where you would have like a wrestler's entrance, what it would be showing on there, as well as along from the stage and all that kind of stuff. You got the empty stand in the background, so it's really cool that they took advantage of this entire label being that kind of wrestling stadium kind of thing. And of course, you got the token Moore Brewing Company logo that always goes on the side of their labels no matter what beer you're drinking, so it's always really classy and clean. But yeah, the amount of detail they put into this, by making the hops in the center of the ring, make it look like they're a wrestling promotion, say more on there. Yeah, the amount of detail they put in this is fantastic, and the amount of real estate that they took, just making the entire label, the entire artwork, which I appreciate. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. Because it hits my wrestling fandom, and just because Moore's kind of can arts are always something that I really enjoy seeing. So definitely a solid 5 out of 5 for can art. But let's see. If I got this one in a flight at Moore Brewing Company, would I get another one? Absolutely. I love this kind of take on a nice double dry hop, double IPA. Having those more like kind of really like stronger hoppy flavors, along with maybe like a little bit more of a stone fruit peel kind of thing to add a dankiness to it, and then bringing notes of like a champagne-y kind of grape in there, but also keeping that really strong hop flavor that just smacks you in the face whenever you take a drink of it. Yeah, it's balanced. It's not too hoppy. It's not too bitter. Not any flavor that you're getting out of this is too predominant, which I really enjoy. So yeah, I would definitely get another one of this. If I got in a flight, I'd probably get a 4-pack to bring home and enjoy it that way, because it's absolutely delicious. So what's my final rating on this one going to be? Let's see. I think I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 out of 5. Really good. It's definitely, if you haven't tried a singular like Nelson Sauvin hopped double IPA, and if you're looking for a very unique beer experience, this is one that I would definitely suggest picking up. There's so many more little dank flavors in there, more of like some kind of a little bit like a fermented fruit peel from like a stone fruit peel kind of flavor in there. Of course, you get like a slight grapiness along with like a little bit of like a champagne-y kind of note, just from those natural flavors of the hops. It's not really too boozy at all. If you're a hop fan and you like just getting smacked in the face with every sip of hops, you're going to really enjoy this one, I think. So if you want to get your hands on this, you could always go over to the 2 Moore Brewing Company locations. They have them canned and ready to go for you if you're in the Illinois area. Or they might be something that you see on Untapped eventually. Not on Untapped, Tavour. I'm not sure. I don't really see stuff that shows up from Moore Brewing Company on Tavour, just because how they do their thing is when you're putting in your zip code and creating your account, they make sure to only show beers that you can't get your hands on. So when it comes that way, if you can get anything for more with Tavour or just find it at a liquor store or bottle shop in your area, just do it. To be honest, it's a great brewery, great group of people making just some fantastic beers. But other than that, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. It helped me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live doing another review. I'm not sure if I have one tomorrow because I might be working. I'm not sure yet. So other than that, if I have a review tomorrow, if I'm not working, just keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll give you guys notifications the day of what I'm going to be reviewing, kind of give you guys a sneak peek. But other than that, that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. Of course, if you're looking to kind of see a little bit of social media aspect of beer drinkers, you could see people like me, Wintucky, Ian, Duchess, the Typhons. Get yourself on Untapped. It's a fun little social media platform where you check in beers, get badges, talk to other beer drinkers. It's a really, really fun platform, and I've been using it for years. So it's really fun. And you get like discount codes from like Untapped shop where you can get glassware, shirts, bottle openers, freaking koozies, you name it. If they have anything for beer drinkers out there. So it's a really fun platform. You can find the link to my profile down in the description below. Just shoot me a friend request. I want to see what other people are drinking as well. But other than that, that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to say it like I always say it, and we're going to get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time, people. Cheers.